Well, greetings. It's the weekend, and this is your update. And if things are looking a little different than normal, it's because I'm traveling. I'm in Massachusetts because my mom just passed away. And I'm helping out dad and helping to take care of all the things that need doing. But, as the saying goes, the show must go on. And I'm going to continue doing what I do because I know mom would want me to do that. So, over on the Boomer YouTube channel, we have a short this week, and it's one of our 5 things series. And this one is 5 things to do to get the most out of rehearsal. And it's one of those looping videos, so I'll play it for you in its entirety because it's a short.
5 things you can do to get the most out of rehearsal. Be prepared. Practicing is what you do on your own at home. Rehearsing is when you bring all of that practice together. Ask questions. If there's something that you don't quite understand, ask your director. They'll be happy to answer it. Be engaged at what's going on in rehearsal. Actively participate and don't talk. Remember, you've got 2 ears and 1 mouth for a reason. Stay organized. Arrive on time and ready to rehearse with all of your equipment in proper working order. And remember, if you can't be on time, be early. Collaborate with other members of the group. Remember, you're all on the same team. Work to build positive relationships and share with them.
And then over on the Drums West YouTube channel, Peter did a video on how to select a drum beat. And this is a question he gets a lot as a drum teacher, which is when you're writing a song, or if a song's been written but it just doesn't have that drum track, how do you know what is exactly the beat that's going to go with it? And he talks about a lot of things in this video, the style of the music, just some taste, the speed, things like that. But he also asks a question that a lot of people don't actually ask. And here's a clip from that asking that question.
For drummers or for any musicians, do you need to play your instrument from the beginning of the song to the end of the song? Is it necessary? Right? If I'm playing, maybe there needs to be breaks, right? Maybe there needs to be times you stop playing, let the music open up. Maybe there's that riff that needs to repeat, or there just needs to be space to let the next song or the next part of the song move along or set up the next part of the song, right?
And then this week on The View from the Road, I was talking about family, of course, because that's where my mind is at this week, but a different kind of family, which is the family that is built up when you make music, when you come together for this kind of an activity, a cause, and to be a part of an ensemble and to really work with other people that you might not otherwise, and you discover those deepening relationships that sometimes last a lifetime. I know that I've got folks that I went to school with all the way back to elementary school that I still keep in touch with now and then. And it's through music that I've really maintained these relationships. So here's a clip from that video kind of talking about how music goes a little bit further than just a mere activity.
I mean, I've talked about it before that I've lived in a lot of different places in a lot of different parts of the country, and I've always been able to find that feeling of family and community with music, with ensembles, with people who share that common cause and that common love for that activity. And I don't even mean to demean it by calling it activity. It's so much more than that. It is really a community, a place to belong, a place to be yourself, and to come together and really build that family. So thank you.
And then this week's essay, predictably, is devoted to my mother. And that picture right there is her holding Timothy when he was a newborn. And it was talking about how she was absolutely my worst critic, but also my biggest fan, and how those two things are not mutually exclusive. She was never shy with her praise and never shy with her suggestions, and that meant that both were meaningful. If all I ever got was, good job, and it wasn't, then how could I trust when there were suggestions that they were necessary? So I really appreciate the fact that my mom was always honest with me, specifically with my trumpet playing, that if she said it was good, I could trust it was good. And if she said it was bad, I could trust that it really was bad. So thank you, Mom. If you haven't read that essay yet, QR code's right there. Check it out. I think it's a good one, as always, but it's one that's really deeply meaningful to me. So that is your weekend update. Thank you, everyone that's been so supportive for my family as we're going through what we're going through. It's a very difficult time, but it's nice to know that there's just so many people out there that are so loving and supportive, and it means a lot. So thank you again for being there and doing what you do, and we'll continue doing what we do.